All right. All right. I'd like to start this off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say on here is an indication for you to buy or sell anything. Of course, as always, this is just a documentation of my own trading journey. Now, let me clean this off. All right, I told you I was gonna have a board for this video. I got you some lights that took forever to set up. Let's just say a day and a half. I had you a video yesterday, but because of running so many test videos, trying to figure out what mode this is, what mode that is. Long story short, my phone died 20 minutes in. So instead of putting up garbage, I just gonna trash that, and we're just gonna start again today. Okay. But I am gonna try to give you 2 today, but I am trying to hurry up, okay? Because I want to hurry up and do this. I'll run to the gym. You guys are probably gonna see this hurry out while I'm at the gym. Come back and then I'll break down another one. All right. So I'm gonna do this one a little bit different from the first one. It is gonna be a lot smoother. But I told you guys are gonna get a Kodak play. Scratch that. Okay. Right now, you'll get it later. Deal with it. Right now, because of everything that popped up a couple days ago, past 48 hours, the token I always mention on here, the meme coin, the YZY token. Yeah. I gotta make a video for it because, like I said, it's a great opportunity, and because of the name of this video. So off the top, what is this going to be? Yesterday it was going to be $27 to $1 million, right? It's going to be this is a play I'm telling you about. It's going to cost you da 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 da. All right. Now, because of how it is, it's going to be, I think it went up. I could have changed price since I've been setting all this stuff up and making this video, but probably $33. Okay. So I'm just going to say $30 to $1 million, right? Now I'm going to start this off by saying this. What I normally give you guys is stock stuff, right? Stocks or regular crypto. When I say regular crypto, I just mean more business oriented. These are memes, okay? However, if I'm right on this, then it's like the Trump coin, but it's a different story, okay? So it's a meme. It's not really an investment like that. I'd say it's more of a gamble than anything. But again, by the name of the video, return on investment is always the thing, no matter what you do. Okay, this isn't an investment, it's a gamble. But again, the risk is $30. And the potential, if I'm right, is crazy. Okay. And again, normally I wouldn't have made this, but I was like, saw some things. I think I'm onto something. I'm pretty sure. I also had nobody to talk to about it, so I was, just here we are. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. This is gonna be like a week-long series thing, so you're probably gonna get 2 today, unless I get tired. But anyway, for the first part of this one, what we're going to talk about is, one, I'm going to tell you what a stealth launch is, okay? And why I believe, I'm going to tell you what it is, what it normally looks like. And the reason why I'm going to do that is to tell you, okay, so one of the big things about this, well, how do you know this is what he's doing? Okay, this answers that. So another thing about this, listen, I have a difficulty explaining myself, like when it's specific things. Okay, so another reason why I'm doing this is try to help be better at doing that. Okay, so we're going to talk about stealth launch. Okay, stealth launch. On the side, we got Kanye. Okay, Kanye coin. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me take this off. My lucky jacket. But it is pretty hot with these lights. So, all right. So a stealth launch coin, right? Here you're gonna see me how I did that whole mouth on it. So there's a couple of other. First, I'm just going to describe what it is. So a stealth launch, you got a couple of things. One, they usually last about 60 days. Okay. I don't want to say they last 60 days, but for a good stealth launch, you want it to last a couple of days, 60 days, right? Because when you just launch these coins, they launch all the time. Um, a lot of the newer coins, yeah, they might start running, but those are like they're just now starting out. Most coins, when they're doing their thing, people when they go to look for something, you're not looking for a brand new coin. You're looking for a coin that is at least 60 days old. Okay, why? That's because there could be. Oh, this is another thing. Stealth launch. So we're gonna talk about what it is, and then what it also tries to help to take away. Okay, fraud. Okay, or pump and dumps. Okay, that's what they call them around here. Is pump and dumps. So fraud, right? So when you do these stealth launches, okay, the main things that people are trying to protect from when they do it is one, like I said. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Okay, a couple of key things. I think I'm trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to try to use the board and then talk to you at the same time. So it's going to be we'll figure it out. But either way, stealth launch. One of the main reasons why people do the stealth launch and other things that help with the 60-day thing, I'm gonna add in there later. I probably put it too early. Okay, but fraud. It definitely helps with fraud. Okay, pump and dump schemes, main things. There's a couple other coins that did a stealth, or not a stealth, but they're celebrities dropping a coin. Rappers, Moneybag Yo, there's a couple other ones, Nick Cannon, but they all resulted the same way. They pretty much came, they pumped in the beginning and then ultimately crashed. Okay, done zone. Now, granted, those were different schemes altogether. Matter of fact, there's a team of pump and dumpers. Okay, they go by different names, but we're just basically a team of fraudsters, right? Come out and pay these rappers, these people that offer them $2 million to come out and promote this coin, right? And what they would get them to do is drop their contact address, the CA of the meme coin. They would get these accounts to drop, hey, this is my coin, Moneybag Yo, check it out. Boom, here's the CA. Okay, people will go get the CA, go get the coin, it'll go up, and then they get rugged on because these projects are one, they weren't out in 60 days. Okay, they were like fresh old. Okay, and two, fraud. Okay, there was no hints. There was no proper distribution. Okay, that's another thing we're going to talk about here. Proper distribution. Okay, one of the main reasons why people like the stealth launches, and also fair launch. It's safe to say, LAUNCH. That's not lunch. I am hungry, but that's not what that says. It is safe to say that the Moneybag Yo coins, Nick Cannon, all those other guys was not a fair launch. Okay, and the way that you can see that, we see with crypto and technology, you can actually see. Excuse me. You actually see who's holding it, right? Not like, oh, this person's name, but you can see how many people own this amount, how many people own this amount, how many people own this amount. Okay, so the developers and a lot of these coins, they hold the majority of the amount of distribution of all the coins available. Let's say there's only 1 billion. Let's say they own 700 million. Okay, there's only 300 million for you to go and buy, right? So if you don't sell anything, right? If you don't sell anything, the guy with 70%, and everybody's off going to go buy this stuff, it's safe to say your stuff's about to skyrocket. If you guys all remember Trump coin, okay, that's part of the reason why that thing ran to $72, $75. Another reason is because he's part of those 3 people I told you about that are just polarizing people. Just no matter what, just bad people. We may like them, don't hate them, doesn't matter. You gotta listen, man. This is information. Anytime I'm doing finance and information, there's some people that don't trade or don't do things because of how they feel. That's fine. I'm not that type of person like that. Or I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm like, no. But I'm just saying. But just taking it back and look at it, I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care if you like Elon. I don't care if you like Kanye. Okay. Only thing I care about is when you look at them and you see the stuff that they do. What happens? What happens when they talk? What happens when they do stuff? Everybody likes to. They're like polarizing people. Okay. So there's nothing you're gonna do about it. It's just there's probably more people like that, but I know for a fact those 3 people right there that come out with anything, they come out with a coin. it's going to billions and billions in market cap, okay? Which is why Kodak got scrapped. It's still a great play, but it's just scrapped for right now in video terms. And the Kanye coin, meme coin, is now available, is now up there. Now, for all intents and purposes, I will, like, somewhere, I'm about to show you right now after we get done with all of this, but I'm just trying to hurry up and go through these key things. But the token itself, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna give you the CA. You're gonna have to find that on your own. Okay. This one is just too many freaking letters, and I don't want to put one of the wrong letters in here. Somebody reads it wrong, and then boom. Okay, no. But the name of the token is called YZY underscore TKN. So YZY underscore token, or not in a space. You type that in to the Twitter search bar, right? And you put CA at the end, and it should show you. You'll eventually find the CA. The CA starts with WW3, okay? And the token, when you go and pull it up, it should look like I told you, I've been teasing it, okay? It's gonna be a circle. In the circle, it's gonna be gray, and then you're gonna get a shape that kind of looks like this. Okay, and that little shape is white. Okay, white outside gray, and that is supposed to represent a dove, which is going to be important because I also like to add, I have been tracking this. I have been tracking this play for like 6 months. I thought it was only 3 until I looked the other day, and dude, I've been involved in this thing since February. Okay, and I've been involved in all meme coins and all the trenches that they call it for, let's say 10 months. Okay, so I'm brand new, and I'm not gonna brag, but I've already been spanking most of the people in there, destroying them. Okay, so I like it. Anyway, so back to, so you know the name of the token. I tell you that because at this point, listen, I'm gonna try to break down everything I know, but I don't think there's a lot of time in this. Okay, now again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm talking about my own play, breaking it down, and anybody else that sees something about it, you got something to add to it, or if I miss something, cool. Okay, let me know. I get nobody else to talk to. Everybody else thinks I'm crazy. Fair enough, but goddamn. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, for all intents and purposes, the date that I think he'll come out with this coin is, I don't know for sure, but you got his birthday coming up on the 8th, and then you got his album release that I know about on the 15th. He's got a drawing project coming up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you the bare minimum. He's had his coins out. We're gonna get into a lot of this, but just know, if you want to scoop some up like right now, and then by the time we get done with the whole video series, you don't like it, drop it, cool. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help you out. Okay, so I don't have to wait, and then by the time you get into it, the play is no longer as interesting as what it was. All right, so now you know the name, Kanye Watch. I'll try to keep that up for the whole video. Self-launch. Fraud, proper distribution. Okay, now another way that you know that there is a stealth launch going on, okay, so I'm giving you ways that stealth launch, why people do it, okay, and I'm giving you reasons as to what it is. Okay, so when people do it, these CAs, or the person that you think is dropping the coin, they should drop you hints. Okay, and that's just what it is. Why they drop you hints is because they don't just want their coin to be out there and nobody to buy it. Okay, that eliminates the whole purpose. You want people to build up anticipation that is your coin. Okay, because basically, the more that your coin gets built up, so if you get up to a 10 million market cap, right, and you haven't even dropped the name of that coin, you could see that going even more insane, correct? Not even that, just at a decent, fair point. And then from the side of that, also for proper distribution. So you don't have a whole lot of just one holder holding the majority of all the coin. Okay? That's the whole point. And what they'll also do sometimes is they'll tease the CA. And what does that mean? It means like on their main account or some way, somehow, they'll drop the name, either they'll drop the whole address, or they'll drop the pictures of the symbol, or they'll just talk about having a coin in general, in all that retrospect. Okay, and the reason why I tell you that is because Kanye has done a lot of that. Okay, because your next thing would be, okay, so why do you think that he's doing this? Not only do I think that he's doing this because of the hint, because of the TCA, which he did tease this, okay? This coin came out March 31st, or March 29th. He tweeted about it March 31st. Now, he had a picture of, there was an album that he was going to release. It was called cuck. Okay. Again, man, I've lost pieces of my soul following this dude for this long, but just bear with me. So one of the albums, it hasn't come out, or it's got rescheduled, or whatever it was, but the picture in front of it was not the same for the picture. Like, that's one, but his address was still in it. Okay. Now his tweet was since deleted, but I have screenshots of these tweets, and a couple other people do too. Uh, like I said, I've been tracking him for a minute. So now, and another reason why it's believed that he's doing his stealth launch is because now there's prominent people on Twitter, right? Crypto Twitter. And I told you I'm new to the trenches, so I'm finding out new things. So what I found out is that there's people in there that I guess made it big before, or they're just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's always got to follow somebody. So he's one of these people that people look up to. So his name is Ansem. His handle on there is ANSEM. Okay. Apparently, when Kanye had first came out, he saw there was one Kanye coin. It was going crazy. It was called YZY with a little line in the Z, like half, like medium way. Okay. So of course you know what that looked like. So he saw it was gaining traction. Everybody thought it was his coin, and everybody thought that he was going to drop a coin. Okay. And let me finish what I was saying. So anyway, he came out and he said, "Oh, all crypto coins that I had are not my coin." Right. And then later on, then we get the teases I tell you about. That's how I know that he has a stealth coin going on. But one of the main reasons, okay, is because Kanye has a problem. Kanye's problem is that he has, I don't know if you remember, but he has businesses. He has Shopify, right? Shopify businesses. Kanye has businesses, right? Where he has shirts. Just so you know what it is. Shirt. Okay. And he has his music, right? That he is trying to, move around so he can get Benjamins or his Gualas or the Yays. Okay, and this place is about to be YCY tokens. Okay, so he's a businessman. He's Kanye. He's got all this stuff that he wants to do, but he can't exchange it and get money because okay. I guess that's a mustache. We're gonna have to work on the drawing, but this is actually kind of fun. How do I? Okay, wait. He looks sad. There we go. Get him some angry. He's got a mustache, but he's upset. Okay, and they said, "No, Kanye, no, you can't have your gualos." Okay, we don't like you. We don't like the stuff you stand for. We don't like what you say. Fair enough. Okay, I don't really care. Like I said, but what does this mean? It means Kanye has a problem. Kanye is a billionaire. Ye is Ye. All the stuff he said, Ye needs that money, bro. He needs his bread. He needs his bread. So the only way that you can get around this to where Mr. Yeezy doesn't have to worry about certain people taking his wallas so he can transact is blockchain. Now, this is going to come up a lot in your life, okay? Because I told you, I don't care about crypto. I don't care about Bitcoin. I care about XRP and a couple other ones. But the main reason is the technology. Blockchain. Taylor Swift, what is her thing? I don't know. She's always mad because she can't do her, or she doesn't own the rights to her things, or she got ripped off, whatever. I believe she partnered with Stellar XLM is the ticket for that one. And they're gonna do all her masters and everything off the blockchain, so she owns everything. This blockchain is for a lot of different people, but especially people in the music industry in general. It's here to help them, man. For now, okay. You could say them. You could say people in the marijuana business. With the fact that you can't move a lot of people stand to help from that blockchain. Not only that, underdeveloped countries who, that's a long story short. That's another video. Okay, another video. But anyway, blockchain technology. So now Mr. Yeezy can get all his tokens. Okay? So he can get paid. So he can do drawing. So he can make music without anybody messing with him. Him dropping his own token attached to his own store. Okay? Because again, remember Shopify, they shut that all down. He said $4 million they're holding in mind. Every last one of his albums or his music that they keep putting on. Fair, okay, if they want to take it, I don't care how you feel about it. I'm just saying, he can't, they take it off, he can't make money. Okay? So how is he gonna keep doing what he wants to do and then be able to get paid for it? It's gonna be through the blockchain. Okay? And how you gotta do that? He's gonna make his own so nobody can mess with his stuff. Now we know, we got a good idea, reasons to believe why Kanye would have a meme coin dropping. Now, this brings us back to what I said about the meme coin name in general. Now, this, I don't call it an investment because with an investment, you know, there's probability that we look at, and for the most times when I'm buying a company, I know what I'm buying. Yeah, could they be underperforming or not do what I think they're gonna do? Yes. But when you're buying these memes, okay, when I'm buying a company, I know that they're going to go sell, be profitable, and do this. When you're buying memes, what you're looking for and how it goes up in value is strictly from one thing. It is attention based, okay? Which is, again, do you know who this freaking dude is? Okay? If he can do one thing, and one thing only, he's gonna get a lot of people's attention. Period. Okay? That in the meme world is money. I don't care what it is. It's that's true. Okay? It's a fact. Now, like I said, not an investment. This is a gamble. Okay? A gamble. So now, the main thing that I'm telling you here is when I'm going and I'm trading off anything, any investment, it's return on investment. How much money am I gonna put up? Okay? So I'm risking about $100. Now, what is the possibility that I'm gonna make, right? So how much am I trying to make? Let's say I bought a stock, it's at $2. I'm thinking it's going up to $5, okay? I put in $100. If I'm thinking it's going up to $5, $100 at 2, I have $200 at 4, I have $250 at 5. So I'm risking 100 to come out with 150. So 150% gain, okay? This, what I'm trying to tell you, this coin, geez, I don't remember. Okay, the price of this coin, this is the decimal, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I believe it was 3, 3, 6, 2, 2, 9. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. 3, 3, 6, 2, 2, 9, but we're gonna roll with that. Okay? You divide all this, it's the, okay, this is the price. Price, okay? What I'm here to tell you, the name of this video is, and why we're making this, and why it's important, is because just $30, okay? We're gonna go around $30. Like I said, the prices change, you know, work with me, man. I don't even know if this number is right from when I wrote before. I've been going through a lot here. Just give me a break. So $30 or hate me, that's cool too. Okay? Get you get you 1 million tokens. Now you're thinking, James, okay, I got 1 million tokens, but it's got to go up to $1 for that to happen. You know how many percentage points that is? Listen, what did I tell you? The very beginning of this video. Actually, I'm gonna keep that up because y'all need to. Everybody needs to see that. $30. Gets you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 tokens. Okay, $30. Price 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2. Oh Lord, I forgot what it was already. 2, 2. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Here's the thing. There's 3 people. And when I say polarizing, what you basically need to know is these guys drop a coin. These guys do anything, and people want everything to do with what they got. Okay, you can't really beat them. They've been down a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know. Just throw something about those three people, man. It just, you can't beat them. You can't beat them, and they have a cult-like following. Okay, that see no wrong in anything that they do. And then the worst part is, because of whatever timeline we're on, these three guys, I'm not gonna say anything personally about them, but a lot of stuff that happens on this timeline, or whatever the extra stuff people do to them, it just makes them look even more likable when just how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody does something, if you don't like somebody, right? Okay, cool, you don't like them, but you can't just. But if you just go around just being mean to this person because you don't like them, when other people look around, like other people that have no idea what's going on with you, have no idea what kind of situation you're in, from the outside looking in, they're just seeing you mess with this person. That's all they see, is you messing with them. So it makes them look more valid, okay? And you see them just winning, and then they're right. For whatever reason, this timeline is just boosting these guys, okay? Just boosting them. What I'm trying to tell you is this. He drops that token, any token. You're talking, it's at least going to $1, bro. Trump went to 75. Trump didn't do stealth launch, okay? Trump's not Kanye, fair, but Trump didn't do a stealth launch. And this right here, this stealth launch, if you go look at it, if it is done, it's one of the nastiest. It's going to be talked about for a long time. So this is a new thing that we got going on that will be apparent, okay? And I told you this at the beginning when we first started seeing the celebrities. Every celebrity's going to want one, okay? Kanye, we definitely want to get on board for that, right? So, okay, so I told you this is the main thing, like I said, that I wanted to get across that I was doing in the other video, okay? I wanted to stress the fact that this is a gamble, okay? Gamble. And this is different from what I normally list on here, okay? Most other things are investments. Those aren't really gambles, okay? You don't call them that, because this is like, this $30, like when I say only risk what you're willing to lose, like this could be gone, like 20 minutes after you put it in. It's just because anything could happen with that. He could just be like, I want this one, okay? Gamble. But that's a hell of a gamble, is what I wanted to say here. That's a play, okay? And nobody's talking about that coin over there. Now, that YZY token, you gotta bear with me, man, because it's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna try my best I can to walk you through it, and like step by step, like how I saw it. You know what I mean? But when I say that this is not for the faint of heart, and I'm putting together breadcrumbs. Okay, my certainty of this one being his coin in my own personal head, to me personally, not telling you what's gonna happen. Me personally, this is a documentation of my trading journey. No financial advice. That's that. Listen, man, there's a reason why I'm making this video. I you know, out of all the ones that are out right now, and there are a decent amount, this is definitely it. But like I said, because of the way he did this is going to be a lot of stuff to digest in here, and you just got to understand that not everything I'm going to put on here, it may not make sense, it may not be in the correct order, I may get it wrong. You know, people stick in, you want to help and move it around and try to see, okay, cool. Just be prepared for that, man. I'm just trying to help at the end of the day, okay? Because the stuff I know, the stuff I saw, I like this coin. Now, granted, I'm also aware of this. No matter what, no matter how I like it, just be aware of that, all right? So this week we're gonna have fun, and maybe I'm right, okay? Jesse J is out of here. I'll try to make another video later. I gotta go to the gym. All right, Kodak. Oh God, I don't know when you're gonna get Kodak. I want to say you're gonna get it this week. I want to say you're gonna get it today. I want to say you're gonna get it tomorrow. It honestly just depends on like when I want to give it to you. You know, so I guess we'll see. But Big J is out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you around.